Well, welcome back to Sawmill. Take two. Um, Welcome back to edging slash cleanup day. I have got a shit pile of barn board here that I'll show you in a second to edge up and get stacked for myself for our shed build and for our timber frame guy who's going to start hitting me up for thousands of board feet of one by material to sheathe the timber frame that you guys, if you follow the channel, you've watched me mill all his beams for, and he's moving along nicely on that. So I need to start getting some one by material pumped out because I'm going to need it and he's going to need it. And also I've got a whole ton of it sitting up here that I'll show you in a second on the sawhorses and next to the mill that I got to get pumped out. And I'll probably walk around and look around a little bit and see if I need to edge some more. Trying to make room for, I've got a couple of orders I want to knock out, and then I want to do some shed building the end of the week. I've got an order for 6 2x10s at 16 feet long. Customer wants white pine. They're just for staging planks for his roofing company. However, it becomes complicated when I look at my log piles, whether I can cut them all out of white pine or whether I need to use pitch pine. So I pulled the pitch pine log down. I think I want to mill them. I could probably get them all out of this one pitch pine. I want to mill this one pitch pine first and just see if he hates it. The pitch pine's stronger, but it is a little bit heavier. I also have spruce up there, which is lighter and stronger than white pine, that I think I can do it out of. So I think I want to mill a couple of logs and do it a couple of different ways and see what he thinks. He has got it in his brain that he wants white pine because it's a certain way, and he's been doing this long enough and knows what he's talking about. However, I'll guarantee he's never had 2x10 pitch pines. He probably has had spruce and thought it was white pine. So regardless, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass either way. I also have a pretty big log to slab for my slab guy that I want to knock out this week. And then the end of the week, I'm going to do some building on the shed, and I've got to pick up some nails for my nail gun to do it. Bigger nails, like 2 3/8 ring shanks. I'm just about getting out of what I have lying around. So I also want to go over the Mechanix gloves a little bit. I'll show you what I have going on. Show you some skids I picked up at the Veteran Center that my wife and I and a whole bunch of other carpenters and contractors in our area donated our time to build. She had a couple of skids over there. I brought one home for this one by material that I'm going to stack and sticker it on. And eventually, when it gets high enough, I'll band it and keep that to the side for these couple of projects. Well, let's show you what's going on. I have all this material here. Now, some of it is edged. Some of it's ready to go. That's one of the skids that I picked up from the Veteran Center. It's perfect just to stack one bys on and sticker and go high. You can see I've got a stack of kind of bastard stickers behind it. They're all the same thickness, but they're kind of all rough length. And then I do have pallets of stickers behind them back there that I can use also. But we'll probably use these up first. And I'm going to get stickers off these when I start taking them apart. I also have a bunch of stuff sitting here. I want to get this all edged off. And then I do have some 2x material that I have to edge off into 2x4s. And the backer that I'm using to edge up against, that'll get turned into 2x4s, and that one that's on the ground right there. And then you can see over there, there's the big pitch pine log that I can cut his 16-foot planks out of. And sitting next to it is the log that I have to slab for my slab guy. We just had like 3 days straight of rain. It's the first day I've been able to be out here. That's the big log that's getting slabbed off for my slab guy, Thatcher Smith at Plymouth Live Edge, if you want to look him up. Terrific company, hardwood, kiln dried hardwood, softwood, blah, 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 blah. He's got everything, every size. If you need a 5-foot wide plank, he's got them. 6-foot wide plank, he's probably got them. Every different kind of wood. Great company. You want to look them up. And we're going to go into, we finally wrecked our Mechanix prototype gloves. You see all the holes in them. So let me just get behind you so I can see what you're seeing. You can see I finally wore through the palms on my Mechanix prototype gloves. These are prototypes that Mechanix sends me to test. I look back in my videos and these lasted about 2 months. Now, I will say I haven't been going at it super hard. They also sent me this pair, which is what I'm going to start using now. They're a little more sloppy on my hands, but I'm going to check these out so I can give them feedback. And also, these are the gloves that I normally wear. They're Husqvarna technical gloves, but Mechanix makes these for Husqvarna. So these are also Mechanix gloves, but these are typically the ones that I wear. And I have a brand new pair, so I'm going to wear into these too. So I also did, if you guys watch the video, sharpen a couple of Stella Cut bands. I'm going to sharpen some more, but I want to edge these off and start getting everything stacked on that. I'll stack these. As they come off the mill, I'll probably put them up here and then eventually stack them while you guys aren't watching. But what my process is on edging is that it's kind of like it's kind of a weird process. So most people, they like the batch edge like you see here with a whole bunch of different boards sitting up here. But I think that there can be a lot of waste when you do it that way. So I'd rather batch them 1 or 2 like boards at a time, but that's not feasible from a time frame standpoint. So what I try to do is I try to take the top off. And when I do get a board that's totally cleaned up on the top, I'll flip it over. If I get one that's cleaned up, rather than just trying to make all these into, say, 1x6s, which might be a lot of waste on some of the bigger ones, as soon as I hit one that is cleaned up on both sides, it goes off, and then I keep going. So as long as when you clean up the top, you flip it over, and then you're working on a side that looks like this, you're not wasting anything. And then as soon as you get a board that's cleaned up on both sides, it goes away, and you keep going. It's not a fast process. I don't like the process. I much more like it if I had an edger out here, which I will eventually, but I just don't have one right now. So we're going to edge these off. I am going to, there's one board behind this that kind of sucks. This one's not that great, but because I have so much need for this 1x material and sheathing my shed and his timber frame and pallets and skids, nothing's going to go to waste. So whatever I get out of them is great. I'll have you guys watch a little bit, and we'll take it from there. I'll kind of narrate my way through it, throw on a pair of gloves. I'll probably wear my worn out Mechanix gloves now. I did end up getting a bunch of cuts on my fingers through these holes with bands, probably those bands right there. But we're going to edge these off. I'll probably have you watch from this side. Doesn't matter. You don't need to see sawdust shooting out on this. Pretty simple. It's more about the process than anything else. So we'll fire up and start taking it apart. Whenever I have one that already has some flat side on it, like this one does here and here, make sure that's on the bunks. Looks like our top cut's going to be somewhere around, let's just say about that high. So somewhere around 11, probably take it right at 11, and everything that comes off these is going to get used for stickers. So I'll probably start at 11, see what cleans up. And all the stickers I'll throw over there, they'll probably all get used when I stack this stuff. So let's get to getting here. Hopefully I don't run out of fuel. Just go right straight to 11. We'll just rip through right there. I'm running the Silver Tip Turbo 7 that I ran the other day in that white oak. We're just going to use that band up before we go back to the Stella Cup ends. And all my stickery type of stuff I'll throw away over. Like I said, we'll use it to stack stuff on the pallets when we get it. So these back two are pretty cleaned up. I'll probably go ahead and flip those over. This front one's pretty cleaned up too. It's not bad at all. It's kind of a slow, tedious process, which kind of sucks. Why, if you have an opportunity to get an edger, just do it. This is why I don't like to batch edge, because it just everything tends to get in the way. I'm just going to measure this to see where this board's going to end out. It's going to end out about 1 by 10-ish, maybe even a 1 by 8. Just keeping that in the back of my mind so I can know how low I can go. I'm going to say 8 would be a good board, 10 would be a sucky board. Eight might even work for that. This one's still not cleaned up on the top. This one's not really cleaned up either. I think I might have flipped this one. I think it might be fine. So let me get this that way a little more. So I get my flat spot on all my bunks. I think just for the sake, we'll see how 8 is going to work and see if I can get a couple of stickers out of it. It's probably just going to end up going to 8 right now. See what 10 looks like. Nope, that's going to totally miss. I'm just going to go to 8. Doesn't matter. So cutting 1 by 8s. Stickers or campwood, either way, once it dries out. And we'll take a look at it. This isn't going to be a very long video because I'm not going to have you guys suffer through this with me all day. Get some of these out of the way. So that one could go down to a 1 by 6. This one could go down to a 1 by 6. That's why I'm not crazy about batch cutting. This is a nice board. That's a nice 1 by 8. And that's a nice 1 by 8. So we got 3 1 by 8s. think these two should be probably cut a little further. Wow, just tripping all over the place. My legs are still so sore. Get these off. Shoved up over the top and onto. I don't have any. I'm going to pause you guys 1 second. I'm going to start stacking this stuff. So if you look at what I did here, I just took some of my stickers, threw them on there, and I left them sticking out long, and I'll cut them off with the chainsaw afterwards. But let's get some of this stuff stacked so you can see what we get left to edge. And these are gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to pull the pallet towards. It's just going to be one of those days I can barely pick up my legs, and I want to get this way just a little bit so I can even them out a little more. They're a little longer than the pallet, but this will work just fine. Cool. Oh, I actually think there's something structurally wrong with me now. I think I hurt something to the point where I'm going to actually have to have it looked at. This kind of stinks working by yourself when you're working on stickers. Just want to leave a little bit of room. For them to kind of breathe. A 1/4 inch or something like that in between. Once you get enough weight on them so that they're not going to move, then you can kind of start going in this way. God, it's so hard to walk. So this bottom one looks like it needs to be edged. I got some 1x4s on here. Throw these on too. And all this will get used up really fast when we're starting to sheathe these structures. Won't last very long at all. We'll have to cut more. It's not something that we're going to say we got enough of here now. Oh, my log guy's showing up. I'll show you this. My log guy's showing up with a bunch of logs. I'm going to pause you guys. We'll show you in a second. I'm going to pause you guys. He's backing in right now. I'll show you the medevac trailer is backing in. Looks like a bunch of oak. See him up there backing in. I'll pause you guys and show you what's going on in a minute. Let you guys watch this Minivac trailer unload these pitch pines and oak. Some good length stuff. He's bringing me back some white pine, a few, so that's going to change my order need. Yeah, it's actually, your timing couldn't be better on that. On your timing's perfect on that white pine if it works. If it works out. I got this.
Oh, you got it right there.
Thing's pretty slick. Some nice long pitch pines, like 18, 20 footers. So a couple of pretty nice straight ones too. It's good right there. Nice. Perfect. That's right. They can go right here too. You're good. As long as you can get out, you're good. Oh, that's a junk one. That's firewood right there. This one in the middle here is like a maple. Perfect. You can see what this maple looks like. It's a heavy one. You ain't gonna be able to pick it up like that. Oh, maybe. Put it down. Put it down. Grab it in the middle. Put it down. Grab it in the middle. Yep. There you go. Now grab it in the middle. There you go. Yeah, you got it. Some nice pitch pine pole here. Six 6x6s or 8x8s. Beautiful, straight 20-footer. Oh, don't bust your hydraulic line. Don't go far with it. It's kind of heavy for it. Perfect. And one more maple. So grab my leaf blower while you guys are watching him blow off his trailer. He's got one more load coming too. You want to put that on the post? Huh.
Alright, I'll hang on the end. What do you have in here? Chickens?
It was my wife's father's chicken coop. We were going to use it once upon a time, but it's probably been sitting there like 3 or 4 years now, so it's probably going to end up being junk. But yeah, that was our plan. Ugh.
Alright, so I'll see you about a half hour or so.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, man.
And if I'm ever not here,
Yeah.
just put it right here.
Right here? You don't
Yeah.
want them frozen? You separate
I'm
those
going to come
already?
take them out of here
Alright.
anyway.
What do you got back here to move them?
The Bobcat.
Oh, nice.
I've got a T650.
Nice.
So it'll pick up over 5,000.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can bring me that won't pick up.
Yeah.
I've had to unload your trailer with it.
Yeah, what those big pine
Yep.
logs? Remember
Yep.
those ones?
Yep. And I can pick them up over my head with that.
Yeah. Nice. And what did you do with the elm? Did you cut it already or no?
No, I cut. Let's see. The one you gave me the other day, I haven't cut yet. It's up in my elm pile up top. I've been cutting pine for a timber frame order. Now I'm cutting 1x material. And like I said, I just got an order for these 6 2x10s for a roofing company for staging planks.
Yeah.
And I want to give him pitch pine, but he says they're too heavy. He wants white pine.
Brittle though, right?
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't want to walk. I wouldn't want to walk on it.
2x10x16.
Yeah.
So where is he putting
fucking
his jacks?
Bananas?
Yeah.
Well, he says he stacks them on each other, which is fine. And I don't know if he uses 3 pump jacks, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
But
and if you're only like 5 feet apart.
But I used up almost all my old white pine for this timber frame order I just cut. So all I've got is big pitch pine left.
Yeah.
So I know I have some up in the piles. I just don't want to have to rip the whole fucking pile apart to cut 6 2x10s.
Yeah.
That I can cut out of one log like this one sitting here. That one pitch pine right there, I can cut all 6 2x10s out of.
Yeah. So this log might be that big. I hope it is for you.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be great.
It's straight too. Pretty straight.
So for a 10-inch cant, I need, let's see, what's 20 times 70 is 119. It's 49. Yeah, 119. So that's 11.1. That's big enough. So if it's 20 inches around, it's big enough to get the 2x6. I mean the 2x10s out of.
Right. He cut it down with a 20-inch bar, so. I'm hoping, you know.
Yeah. And even if you guys cut it down today, it's going to be every bit as heavy as that fucking pitch.
No, I know, but I'm talking about the width on it because it was out of the top. It wasn't out of the bottom.
Oh, okay, so it's probably not 20.
I don't think it's 20.
It's not going to be 20.
It might be.
So
the base. I mean,
I've got some big spruces out back, which is lighter and stronger than white pine.
I like strong,
so I think I'm going to cut up a spruce and that pitch pine and just see which one he wants.
Yeah.
So, but today's just edging day. I'm edging off all my 1x material.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I'll be back.
All right.
All right. See ya.
I'll probably call this one a video. Man, I can barely walk, guys. I can barely walk. So if you see what we got going on here, all the 1x stuff with the stickers sticking out, I'm going to come over here with a chainsaw and nip those stickers off, put stickers on top of this, and then keep going through the pile, and everything that needs to be edged, start edging it. So that's what we're going to do. Got some good wood up there for pitch pine, for beams and stuff. Wow, somebody's burning leaves around here or something. Weird burning smell. Appreciate the watch as usual. We will keep going on these Mechanix gloves. These ones, like I said, are starting to get holes in them. And of course, you know, as soon as you get holes in them, when you're handling bands, they go right through and punch a hole in your hand, which is what happened to me the other day. So keep going on these until they're completely dust when I'm just doing something like this. And then we'll move over to these and we'll test these out and see how they run. And eventually, when we cut the 2x10s, I'll run these Stella cut bands that I sharpened the other day. Now, if you watch that sharpening video, so you can see the gullets all sharpened out. These are like crazy prickly sharp. So I think that's it for now. Oh, I think that's it for now. Actually, this is a good example of what you wouldn't want to do. I wouldn't want to pair that board with small boards. That board's probably going to make a 2x12. I mean, a 2x12, a 1x12. And these up here that are smaller, they could all probably be batch cut together. And you got a choice on stuff like this, is whether you leave it and dry out that punky section or cut that down to a 1x4. Same with this one. I think these will all end up being probably 1x4s. And I'll just keep working my way across. I got some 1x4s already down in the stack. And those are the ones that we just cut sitting right there. We'll get those stacked. And we'll just work our way through the pile and get it all cleaned up out here so we can cut 2x10s by 16. So appreciate the watch as always. Hopefully you got some entertainment watching the Mechanix trailer unload some logs. Now, he doesn't usually run that Mechanix trailer, just to let you know. His boss usually does, so I'm not sure how good he is on it. I'm surprised how untippy it is. He've unloaded some pretty big stuff and put it out pretty far from me. But yeah, another load of logs. Keep going. Appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day.